Hi, Mr. Myers. Thank you for taking the time to meet with me today. Do you remember what the purpose of this visit is?
Yes, I do.
All right. Well, just to kind of clarify, I wanted to say that it was to discuss our goals of the previous meeting and your experiences with meeting those goals. All right. So, would you like me to go through them one more time?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So, what we suggested was increasing your vitamin C intake. And we discussed this by saying you should have a clementine or an orange with your lunch every day. Then we also suggested consuming more fiber, which would be through eating more fruits and vegetables. And then we also suggested mindful eating, which you'll just pay attention to what you're eating every day and how much you're eating and for how long. And then we also discussed physical activity and many other ways to kind of incorporate that into your lifestyle. So, what was your overall experience with these goals?
It was pretty good. I think I got most of it down. Um, Although I'm struggling with the exercise portion of it.
All right. Okay, well, why don't we talk about the things that you did well first? So, would you like to go a little bit more into detail on those?
Yeah, sure. I've been eating a lot of fruit, mostly like clementines and apples, and kind of been eating them not as much with meals, but more as like a snack instead of I guess what I would normally eat, like something unhealthy.
Oh, well, I'm really glad to hear that. I feel like you've made a good positive change, and I feel like you're very confident about it. Um, so, that kind of takes care of two of our goals, the increasing vitamin C and fiber intake. So, how have you been doing with mindful eating?
I've been pretty good. Uh, it's hard to be careful of what I eat, seeing how good everything not healthy tastes. But I've been doing good with that.
Okay, so have you had any barriers with these three goals? You said it's hard to kind of see what you're eating. Have you ever experienced anything else?
With the eating part, no, it's other than it's hard to continuously eat healthy and stay away from all the unhealthy things.
So what would you say your main barrier with that would be?
Well, unhealthy food tastes really good,
Okay,
and it's
and
hard to break away from it.
it's hard to break away from it. Okay, so what are some suggestions to kind of help you with that? Like, what are ways to kind of make it easier to kind of stay away?
Mm, I honestly don't know. I think I just have to keep at it until I finally stop looking at food the way I do.
Okay, well, that's a good idea. Do you mind if I make a quick suggestion?
Yeah.
Maybe you can talk to your caretaker and the person buying the food to see maybe if they could stray away from some of the unhealthy options that they usually purchase and maybe purchase more fruits and vegetables. Or if you are having difficulty purchasing these or buying them, or if you have like a budget that you cannot go over, maybe um, just switching them out or trying to find some lower cost healthier options like canned fruit or like fruit canned in water.
Yeah, I could definitely. I guess I could change where I shop at.
Okay.
Some place with like uh, like Giant, where they have a lot of healthy foods there. Most of it is organic.
Oh, wonderful. That sounds like a really good idea. All right. And then, so we did not discuss physical activity yet. And I know you said you had a couple barriers with these. What would be your main barrier to making this change?
My laziness.
Your
It's
laziness?
it's hard to get up and do stuff.
It is? Okay. So you'd say that your main barrier is what then?
Laziness.
Okay, so maybe motivation?
Yes, motivation.
How would you go about getting around this barrier then?
Maybe if there was like an end reward after I was done, but I really don't know. It's a tough nut to crack.
It's a tough nut to crack? Alright, well, I kind of like your idea of an end reward. What are some kind of rewards you would give yourself after completing a physical activity task?
I don't know. I really don't. Do you have any suggestions?
Okay, yeah. Maybe what you could do is you could celebrate by playing one of your favorite games or doing something nice for yourself. Like maybe if you have access to it, buying yourself something nice, like maybe a new pair of socks.
Maybe I could just settle down and play video games. Maybe I'll do that.
Alright, sounds like a good idea then. And then we also discussed that you are experiencing some barriers with mindful eating. What are some of those that you've been thinking about?
You mean how to like break those barriers? Is that what you're asking?
Or like which ones do you experience the most? The barriers that you experience the most?
It's hard to keep track of what's healthy and what's not.
Okay.
Motivation to actually go out and get healthy food when there's so much things that I know aren't healthy that are way easier to eat than to sit around and make something healthy to eat.
Okay.
That's another barrier.
All right. Would it be helpful if I supplied you with some supplemental like material, like little handouts and stuff that show like quick and easy ways to make healthy food?
Yeah, that would help.
All right. Sounds good. I'll do that. I'll make sure to send you it in an email then. And then, so what other barriers do you experience with mindful eating besides knowing what's healthy and what's not?
I mean, really just getting myself to eat healthier food. That's all it is. Just that and the other thing.
Okay, so you mentioned before, you mentioned taste perception. It's like really good to eat these unhealthy foods.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, then let's just go over a summary of what we've discussed today. So, we mentioned increasing fruit and vegetable intake, and I think that you're doing a great job with that. You mentioned how you've been trying to use fruits and vegetables as your snacks, and that also kind of goes along with increasing your fiber. And then it also deals with a little bit of mindful eating and knowing that this is healthier than some of the other snacks that you've been eating. And we discussed maybe knowing which foods are healthy will help you with your mindful eating of knowing what's good and what's not, and maybe it'll help you to be more aware of what's healthy and what's not. And then finally we discussed physical activity and how you experience like motivation and what and how it's difficult for you to find the motivation to exercise, and how maybe adding a reward after you complete your exercise would be beneficial to you to make you actually want to complete that exercise. Great. Is there anything else you want to discuss today then?
Nope. No, I'm good.
All right. Sounds good then. And I want you to know that you can come to me if you have any questions or anything else. And you just have a great day then, okay? Good luck with your goals.
Okay, thank you.